Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the Garage YouTube channel, where today I'm going to be filming what it's like living with the Audi TT Winter Edition. So as you can probably see, there is quite some snow on the ground already. It has snowed twice, but we can't say the same for the Germans, which had it a lot worse. So yeah, the Audi TT is almost 17 years old. My one, of course, it's a 2007 Audi TT. If you're new here, just click the subscribe button. What are you waiting for? There's a lot more content coming because this is going to be almost 1 year with the Audi TT, and I'm going to be sharing my experience, how it's been, what I've done to it, what were the repair costs, and so on and so forth. So basically what it's like to live with the Audi TT in the winter. So obviously the car is very dirty at the moment because it's obviously winter and the the roads are very dirty at the moment. So one of the first things I do want to talk about are the frameless windows. So when you come up to the car and you try to open the door, the window slides down so you can enter and goes back up when you close it. But what about when it's freezing cold outside? So when it froze like 2 days ago, I actually couldn't get into my car and I had to kind of push on the window to actually get it to go down so I could open the car door, which is one of the things that I didn't quite expect. Even though the car was parked under a roof, which always is, it still froze and there was no ice or anything, so probably just the seals froze because of the cold temperatures, and therefore I couldn't get the window to go down so I could actually enter the car. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the eyesore. These wheels, 16-inch wheels, 225, 55, 16. Absolutely horrible look on the car, but they do drive good. I don't have any spacers on or anything, so it just looks sunken in. But the car does drive really well on these. It's very floaty though, so no sports driving or anything. But it's actually very doable on the snow, as you could have seen in the previous video, which is linked somewhere up here. So you can go ahead and watch that and how I got in the snow. So the thing that excites me the most about this car is heated seats. I actually couldn't believe they warm up my bottom so well. So yeah, this is one of the features that I like the most about the car. So when I get in the car, when it's cold outside, the heaters are still not blowing any hot air out while I'm driving. I obviously wait for the car to warm up just a little bit, like, you know, when the rev drops I drive off. So yeah, I turn the heated seats on and it's so much better than just sitting in a car and freezing for ages until your heater starts blowing warm air. So what about the trunk? So as you can see, my seats are laid down at the moment because I was actually loading in puzzles, which I will show up the picture of here. Okay, so you saw the picture, puzzles went in. What about skis and stuff? Can you fit those inside of here? Of course you can. I mean, it's long enough, I guess. Unless you're a giant, the car is actually long enough. I think this should be like 1.5 meters, 1.70 meters, somewhere around there. And you can just do them like that, you know, just put them there. It's gonna be fine either way. So another thing I have noticed while driving are horrible rattles from suspension side of things or something, which I've noticed last year also when the temperatures were below 0 or just getting like to 5-6 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. So when temperatures got really low, there was a rattle coming from the suspension every time I drove over a bump or something. But there are absolutely no problems in the summer. So maybe just some bushes getting a little bit hard because it's cold or something. I'm not really sure. I took it to a mechanic to check it out because I have no clue what's going on. But yeah, I don't know. I'm actually not sure what's happening with the suspension. I mean, it rides good. I mean, it's floaty because it's on winter tires, but it rides good. So what I have also noticed, apart from the check engine light, which is completely my fault because I removed the catalytic converter, and for the sake of legality, the car is not running well, so there is a check engine light. So there were a lot of faults coming up on the screen, not with the front light bulbs, which if you watched the previous few videos, you could have noticed that have gone out quite some time ago, and I just didn't get around to fixing them because you have to take the whole headlight assembly out, and I just don't have time for that. Another issue that popped up when it was cold, it was starting to throw an error for the right rear light going out, but it was actually working. So that was a little bit weird. I didn't know what's going on, so I just left it. Worked fine from the outside, so I didn't bother looking at it or anything. So yeah, it's not throwing the code currently, as it has a lot of other codes to throw, like the washer fluid not being inside. As you can see, the window is quite dirty. I almost couldn't see when driving here. And the ESP off, obviously, and the front two light bulbs going out for the day running lights, or whatever they're called. So another thing I wanted to talk about is what it's like with a front wheel drive Audi in the snow. So in the previous video, I took my Audi drifting, which you can watch up there or up here, something like that. I drove it up a mountain or hill, something like that. It's like 500 or 600 meters up. So I drove it there, almost crashed into a fence because of Audi steer. So yeah, Audi steer is a real thing with the front wheel drive cars, probably with the Quattro as well. But in the snow, it's actually not very fun when you fear that you're going to crash into a fence because the nose just went out for no apparent reason. No gas, no nothing, just went out. So yeah, that happened, almost crashed it. But yeah, otherwise I would love a rear wheel drive car for the winter, just to have a little bit more fun, even though this guy right here, the handbrake, comes pretty handy when you're trying to have some fun. Yeah, and it's really annoying when it beeps at you because you have your handbrake on while you're drifting in the snow. So considering everything that I have told you, is the TT the right choice for you? I mean, it should be. Like, look at it. Great sports car, very low fuel consumption. I mean, if you got a diesel, even less fuel consumption. Mine is a 2-liter petrol. So yeah, I think you should get the Audi TT even for the winter times. It's not gonna rust because the whole body is aluminium. That means no rust. But the cars actually, if you don't realize, you have to really just abandon your car to rust out. So yeah, the car has been awesome so far. And yeah, this is going to be it for this video. Beautiful car. So once again, I would like to thank you all very much for watching. We almost at 400 subscribers currently on the channel, and I mean, it's pushing it, but can we get to 500 subscribers till the end of this year is the question. So yeah, just please like, subscribe, share it with your friends that want to get a TT, or if you have a TT, just throw some recommendations down below in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.